Hi, Joel.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one for me. The name of the sermon is Of Sorrow and of Joy, with a subtitle that's not on the program. Heavenly Parent's Heart. I'd like to pray, please. Dear Heavenly Parents, true parents, we thank you so much for this chance to gather together, that everyone here had a safe journey, and pray for those that might not have been able to make it. Pray, Heavenly Father, that your Spirit can speak through me, Heavenly Father, so that not only I can receive these words as well as you want me to, but others can share in being able to receive value from these words. We thank you, Heavenly Father, so much for the ability to understand just a glimpse of your heart. And I pray, Heavenly Father, we can comfort you and bring you joy. Thank you so much. We offer this and report this in the name of the Lindstrom family, a blessed central family, and of eternal book, Jude.
Jude.
As I mentioned in the prayer, that I think is what Heavenly Parents, this particular sermon is something that Heavenly Parent really wants me to hear. And I hope that, when I speak to myself, I'm going to speak out as well, so that you can gather something from it and hopefully you can use it. Welcome to my new home. Yay! Yay. It's a very interesting site, actually. Oh, somebody else is here. This particular home has a connection to a deep part of my heart. I don't know how many of you remember, but my son Cezanne, when he was 9 years old, well, that was a while ago, maybe 15 years ago, yeah, 15, 16, anyway, quite a while ago. He was hit by a car, and he was in that crosswalk across the street that many of you crossed over to get here, and I was standing right next to him, and then he jumped out in the crosswalk, and a minivan came by and hit him, and he landed right in front of my house here. Now, the fact that he landed there, and that whole experience brought to me some incredible aspects of God's heart. I know I'm not going to be able to totally describe God's heart today. There's no way I can give every view of the elephant. I just can't do it. There's a big elephant in the room and somebody feels something, and then, well, I'm going to give my particular view here of God's heart. And because he landed there, and it all happened right in front of me, I don't know how many people can imagine what it's like to lose a son right in front of your eyes. And yet this is God's heart. I don't know how many people think about God as a sorrowful God. Most people think of God as sitting in this big throne, white beard, just sort of going, hey, life's cool, That's an image many people have of God. He's not involved. He's too big for the world, But actually, he's not. He created this world as his object, is for him to be able to see very clearly himself in the creation, so that he could be able to be a part of the physical creation. Because God has no body, has no form. And he created this external world so that he could have an object of his joy. Yeah, thank you. And that object of his joy was hit by a car right in front of him. In the same way that I experienced his heart. Although it wasn't a car, it was Satan. It was in the Garden of Eden. And God had to watch this whole thing take place right in front of him in the fall. In the fall of mankind, in the fall of the world. Before I get into the rest of this heaviness, I sort of want to get into the ideal about God's joy. Anyway, so I'm changing my notes here, but that's okay too. God wanted an ideal. He wanted to find himself a place where he could actually experience, he wanted to experience being able to feel love. Within God, he has a masculine and feminine side, and everything's just peachy keen in there. I mean, there's so much love within him that he had to give it out. And in order to give out love, you can't just give it out. It doesn't go and radiate. Because love isn't complete until it comes back. So, in order for love to come back, it's got to come back from something, an object. We know, of course, the ideal of the concept of an artist paints a masterpiece, and then when he's done, he goes, ha ha, that's my essence and my soul in that masterpiece. And he can feel that he created himself within there. Well, when you think about the highest level of love and give and take, we think of mankind and a husband and a wife, a man and a woman, so much in love. So much in love, not only with themselves as each other, but also with God, and being able to see God in that object of each other. So that the concept of being able to have the masculine Adam see the feminine aspect of God within Eve, and Eve being able to see the feminine aspect of God within Adam, and return it. Now, I'd like to read something from Chung Sung Kyung, rather than flip around in the pages I put it here. Heaven and earth did not simply originate from matter, nor did they emerge spontaneously or by chance. God the Creator exists. He is the first cause of the cosmos. He is absolute, eternal, unchanging, and good. He made all the things in the universe according to his power of creation, his basic design. God is the origin of heart and emotion, and his purpose is to create joy. However, one cannot feel joy alone. In order for a subject partner to feel joy, an object partner is absolutely necessary. The greatest joy comes from the exchange of love between subject and object partners. When God created the heavens and earth, he first made all things, and then he created human beings as his object partners. The dynamic of giving and receiving is a basic law. So until you give everything, nothing will return. This is a principle. A husband has to love his wife completely before she will say, I completely love my husband. Only when she has received his complete love will she begin to give back completely. This is the principle of heaven and earth. Thus, only when you receive completely from your subject partner do you reciprocate completely. If you were to, sorry, this is joy actually. And I'll get into this aspect in a little bit, you know, it's part of it. And when you receive completely from your subject partner, do you reciprocate completely? If you were to reciprocate before you received completely, what you returned would not be perfect and complete. This is give and take action based on love. It is the law of the universe based on the principle. So this object of being able to give, he wanted us to be perfect. He wanted us to be very good.